Good morning. You don't look so happy. It's supposed to be a happy vlog. Guys, we're in Danish land. I mean Denmark. We just got off the train up there. And we've had the hardest time finding where we're going.
Yeah, it's like so
because we don't speak Danish.
And we're trying to do
everything's in another language. Yeah, we had to like hop off a, oh, watch out, babe. We had to hop off a train and hop on another train. And we had to wake up at like 2 in the morning because we booked a flight wrong. And am I complaining? No.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm complaining a little bit.
We really have these suitcases that we have to haul for like 20
But we're
minutes.
having a good time, and apparently it's supposed to be a beautiful city. Right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna turn out good. But we're just trying to figure this out. So my battery's almost dead. I feel horrible because I can't stinking charge this thing. I don't know how to do it. I need some kind of adapter or something. I don't know. So Molly and I are kind of, you know, bickering a little bit. I'm just gonna say it. Like, we're not the happy-go-lucky people we normally are, but hey. Oh, and the other thing too, we can't check in.
Yeah.
We can't check in for another couple hours because it's just how it works with the Airbnb that we're at. So we're just trying to figure out what we're doing, where we're going.
It'll be okay.
And I just want to eat that guy. Look, he looks so delicious with his puffy marshmallow bright jacket on. Babe, I'm hungry.
Okay.
Let's guess where we are.
Copenhagen.
Right here. Somewhere on there. It's a map of Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Copenhagen. We're right outside. Okay, so before I do this, the reason why we're filming on our computer is because, what happened?
We ran out of battery, guys, and I can't get the power adapter to charge the camera. So we're trying to find a USB cable that will work on it because I didn't bring one. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, so I was just going to show you really quickly. We're in this really cute Airbnb, and right outside our window, are you able to see that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is like a little schoolyard, and there's like all these kids playing, and yeah, the place is just super darling and cute, and we're enjoying it. So that's that.
So we thought we would recap what happened yesterday after the camera died. Well, before the camera died, we woke up at 2 in the morning because somebody made an error, and they booked that for us.
No. Okay, it was an error. We had our flight was at 6:55, and I was thinking it was in the evening, but it was in the morning. 6:55. It took an hour to get to the airport, over an hour, like an hour and a half, and then, we had to be up, there 2 hours ahead of time. So yeah, we ended up awake at 2:30 a.m.
So we went to the bus stop, and the bus was a half an hour late. So and this guy comes up, and he's like chatting our ear off, and
oh, it was annoying.
Then,
like something was not right there.
And found out he's gonna go on the same bus as us, and it was like an hour and a half bus ride.
And it's like 3 in the morning. We're like, oh my gosh.
So we were really debating it, and we finally decided to go with an Uber, which was like $40.
Yeah, something like that.
And the Uber only took us half an hour to get there, and this is with this Muslim man. And he was real open. We were chatting about he even brought up like religion and stuff. So the conversation finally started down. I was like, I think I'm gonna witness to this guy. So I just kind of asked him. I was like, hey, in Islam, what gets you to heaven? And he starts going on about how you have to do good works, and works gets you there. And then I told him as Christian, we believe that faith in Jesus Christ gets you to heaven. And then that took on, and he just started going on and on
he's
about
we
his
believe
religion.
Jesus is a prophet and all this. So he's like, we respect Jesus, like all of that. But yeah, so anyways, we got there, which is good. We did that because we think we would have been late for our flight.
Well, we're not sure, but we would have rather erred on the side of caution. So
totally.
We're at the airport, and then we're checking in our bags. We only have one carry-on, or one check bag, and it was a little heavy. So we stepped off to the side. The lady's like, oh, come back to me when you put some more things in your carry-on. So we step off to the side. We put a few things in our carry-on and make the bag lighter, and then we go back up to her. And we're in the process of her just checking the bag, and this lady and her husband walk up to us and
You are so
start
rude.
going off on, oh, you were the line cutter. You cut the whole line here in this accent, and
Yeah.
And I just looked
Like
at them.
so mad, and we were like, actually, no, we didn't. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. We saw you. We saw you. And we're like, trying to explain. She's like, no, none of that. No, you did.
Yeah, and I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I just let her know. I just say, hey, we are not cutting the line. We waited in the line like everybody else. I was like,
She's
real
like,
loud
no,
in
you
front of
didn't.
her.
No, you didn't. And we're just like, oh my gosh. Super irritating.
So then we went and waited for probably an hour and a half for our flight.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an easy, quick flight
Mm-hmm.
on a smaller plane. We just got like breakfast on the plane, like a small yogurt, right?
Yeah, there was like a few things in there.
And then we get to the airport, and now we're in Denmark, and we don't speak the language. Thankfully, there's some people that spoke English there. So we bought a ticket.
Which
we
was
thought it was a bus ticket.
Yeah.
And then we went to the bus stop, and we're kind of like looking around like, and this nice couple saw us, like kind of looking clueless. So they walk up to us, they're like, can we help you?
Yeah.
We're like, yes, what does this mean? And they're like, oh, you need to go back inside downstairs to the train station.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I just told Philip, I was like, okay, well, we're in another country. We can't speak the language. We don't know what this says, but we're going to figure it out. We have to. We have to get where we need to go.
So we got on that train, and we're going along, and this nice lady, we asked her on the train, and she spoke some English, and she's like, oh, yeah, you're on the right train, because we're trying to go to Copenhagen. She's like, but you need to get off this train onto the red line, because that will actually take you to the city you're looking for.
The other one will take you to Sweden or somewhere like that. I don't know if it's Sweden or what.
So we thanked her, and then we got off, and then the train station we got off had a lot of construction, so we had to like hike our bags up and over all these stairs and over across 3 rails and down the other side, and it was a lot of work getting them over.
Yeah, we were doing this like on the constantly, probably when we're traveling, hauling our humongous bags. So that was difficult. Oh, and then when we finally got I'm gonna back up. But I was gonna say when we got to our Airbnb, it was up 4 flights of stairs. But we'll get back to that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So then we're like super tired after the last train ride, the red line, and I looked up like a place. I was like, let's go to this cafe. Molly's like, oh, it's gonna be super expensive, and we're like, well, let's just go anyway. So we went. It wasn't too bad priced. We had like a nice panini with like potatoes and like mushroom on it.
Yeah.
But we couldn't check into our Airbnb till 1 o'clock, and Denmark's an hour ahead of us, so we kind of just hung out there for a bit.
Mm-hmm. It was really cute. They have this thing called Hyge there, which Hyge, which basically means cozy and warm. That's kind of what Denmark's known for. So like you'll see blankets everywhere. Like everywhere you go, like outside, there's a blanket on each seat. They're just kind of, that's kind of what their thing. So I even got a little sign that says Hyge or.
The trip to that cafe was the part where we filmed with our camera before it died.
Yeah.
After the cafe, we finally went to our Airbnb and we checked in, but we didn't have Molly wasn't able to access her email, so we couldn't get in because we didn't know the combo to get the key. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how you figured it out. Molly got the phone number, called the host, got the combo, got the key. We got in. We went up 4 flights of stairs, checked in. Isn't this place we showed you? It's nice.
Yeah, super cute.
And then after that, we're like, okay, let's go explore. I wasn't good at first because I wasn't feeling well, but I was like, you know what? New country, let's do it.
I know, I felt bad. I was like, I'm doing it. Like, we were kind of in a little tiff. Yesterday and part of today were, a little hard for us. A little, just sleep deprived.
Waking up at 2 a.m. Definitely sleep deprived and hungry.
Yeah, and just Philip wasn't feeling good, and I had these expectations of I gotta go out and explore. I love to explore new cities, and Philip didn't really want to, and so it was just kind of like we both were like
But she was proud because I mustered my energy, and we went out, and it was cool. There's like so many people on bikes. The place that we're staying gave us 2 bikes, so we unlocked those and we rode those around. We went to this like a little bay area. Molly took some pictures, and then I felt like I hit a wall. I was like, Molly, I'm done. We got to go back. So Molly bought some food from this Thai place for us,
which wasn't too expensive. Nothing has been too crazy expensive here yet. Maybe because
we expected it to be a lot more expensive, but it hasn't been.
Not bad.
And then we came back, and when we came back, we went up to our room.
What happened after that?
And we're like, oh my gosh!
Oh,
the door was open. and there were people inside.
We're like all freaking out. Like, oh no, the Airbnb host came back.
I didn't tell you this. I thought like somehow we got in a scam, and it was like an Airbnb scam because we left all our stuff there. And I was like, okay, somebody's clearing us out, like all of our stuff.
Oh, that'd be horrible. No.
And then Molly's like, oh, we're at the wrong tower. I was like, oops.
Because everything looks the same, like all the buildings. So I was like, we need to go down 4 flights of stairs, up the next tower's 4 flights of stairs, and then there it was. Yeah, it sounded really good.
And we checked in back into our place. I think that was it.
Yeah, we just had dinner.
I took a shower, and the shower was like overflowing with water. Molly's like freaking out. She's like, it's overflowing.
I know. I was like, this is disgusting. There's like the toilet and the shower have water everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
it's so small, the bathroom.
Yeah, and like I think that's just what happens. Like it's kind of strange. I didn't like that. Yeah, super small. So yeah, today. So basically, you went to sleep and all that.
Oh yeah, great night of sleep. But I woke up feeling like sick. So Molly went out around, did a little traveling around, and I just kind of slept laid around the apartment. And now it's 2:30.
Yeah. So I was like, we were kind of like. Woke up, did that, and then I was like, I'm ready to explore, like I feel rested, feel good, and then Philip kind of wasn't feeling it, and so we got in a little argument, would you say? We just were, like, both wanting, he wanted to rest because he wasn't feeling good, I wanted to go out, and I was, like, nervous to go out alone, so I finally was just like, okay, I'm not going to take the bike because I'm petrified of the bike, because there's so many people riding, and I got honked at yesterday, or like, someone got mad.
This guy's yelling at her,
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just gonna walk because I know how to walk and it'll be fine. But of course, like, the walking directions told me, like, walk 40 minutes. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like, I want to go out, and this is the only really way I know how to. So I took, we have a phone we've been using for navigation and like some other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pack it up. And so I said goodbye to Philip. And I was kind of like, oh, I have to do this alone, but all right. And went out. I went to the castle, the Rosenberg Castle, which was really interesting place, kind of dark, but fun, and not a ton to do, but they have like the crown jewels and stuff. And I walked to the grounds, which was beautiful. And I just loved, part of my favorite thing was actually ended up just being walking around. Like, it was really fun. And like, the buildings are so cute, and just, I love the greenery on them and the vibrant colors. It turned out to really be great just walking around the neighborhoods and cafes and kind of getting a feel of the place and the culture. So did that, and then after the castle I walked. I was going to go to the round tower, but I got sidetracked because I saw this really cute street. So I went down the street and was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It turned out to be Stroken Street. I think that's what it's called. It's like their main shopping area, but it's huge. So got some little souvenirs and such, which was fun. But yeah, I got hit on by like some creepy guy, probably like my age, but he's like, hey, like comes over and he's like, what country are you from? And I'm like, oh, California, United
I'm here
States.
On the anniversary with my husband.
Yes, and he's like, he totally just kept talking to me. He's like, oh, like, I came over here because you looked interesting, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, and he's going on like, you have 2 different color eyes, like, tell me,
And then he grabbed her and he pulled her away.
No, he didn't. So he just was like having this conversation. I was kind of like, yeah, I gotta get back to my husband, and he's like, oh, like, I kind of don't think he thought I was telling the truth or something, because he just kept like flirting with me, and I was like,
I'll tell you exactly what he thought.
What?
He's like, this young girl, this babe,
no,
out here all by herself.
Yeah, he's like, you're all alone.
Way
I'm like,
too young to have a husband. I'm gonna go hit on her. I'm gonna get her number. I'm gonna take her out, get some dinner.
Well,
take her back to my.
Okay. So I was just like, oh, this is gross. But I think, yeah, he probably didn't think I was telling the truth. So anyways, I was kind of like, ugh. But I had a bad experience in Paris where I really feel like these guys hit on me and this other girl that I was traveling with, because like they were part of that Taken crew, or
the Taken crew. They were gonna take them.
Yeah. So I got a bad feeling, like, what if this guy's yeah, so got scary. But I just kept walking around and like had a great time, and then I came back and I'd like shopped around a little bit, and I brought lunch, and Philip and I had some lunch, and we've been hanging around for a bit.
We're right where we were telling the story.
Yeah.
This is now caught up, and we're really, it's live now. This is actually where the story led.
Yeah.
Talking to you in the kitchen of an Airbnb.
Yeah. So
we're gonna go out on our bikes again, and it stinks. It stinks.
Why'd you do that? Come here. Yeah,
It
stop
smells
it!
fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like-
This
Yeah,
is so weird.
but
What
we
am
had
I doing?
Okay, we had a good
You end this,
conversation.
baby.
Okay, Philip and I had a really good conversation because like we had a little argument earlier about like, or just like expectations with traveling. Like he likes to rest more, I like to explore more and go out, and I'm go, and he's kind of more like, I need to chill, like I can't keep going. So we ended up having a really good conversation after lunch and just kind of reconnecting, and yeah, it was really good. So now we're gonna go out and I think we're gonna go on a cruise like we said, and gonna go back to that little downtown area because that was really fun. So stay tuned. I hope we get the camera charger so that we can show you that. Yes. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I didn't record it.
No, it did.
Psych.